Hi everyone, I am Mommy Ella, aka Jesus Baby. So I'm here for another wonderful episode. First of all, I want to thank all my viewers, all my subscribers. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. I love you so much. So far so good. Thank you for your comments. And I know that my channel has actually and has really brought good tidings. You've learned one or two things and it has really been a blessing to you. Please keep praying for me. And don't forget me in your prayers. Let God keep sustaining me and keep helping me to keep his work going. So if you are you my friend on Facebook? If you're not my friend on Facebook, my Facebook ID is Noella Ikata Nkema Column Nuelua Ikata Ikeata. You see it, Noella Ikata Nkema Column. There was something I wrote there. Tips for my teenagers/youth. Tips for them. We keep learning every day. Even we that are adults, even me as an adult, I use my data mostly 11 p.m. And many of us don't even know that you have a free data from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Some people wonder, what will I be doing? Why will I be awake to 11 p.m.? If you're awake to 11 p.m., sometimes something can keep you up to that time. You can use your data bundle. Some of us have up to 30 gigabytes there. Nothing is going on. And when it expires, MTN or any other network will sweep it off. So just know that. So anytime you find yourself awake in the night and you don't have anything much doing, just use that free data and watch some of these videos. Even up to this time, I still watch videos made by some preachers, and we keep learning every day. Okay, so another tip for my teenagers is I've been your teacher. I've been their teacher for a long time. And even if I'm not there physically, I'm still with you people in spirit. And I'm still your number one fan. To all my teenagers, all my youth, Mommy Ella is still your number one fan. You people are here. And I will keep doing the best I can do to keeping that flag as a teenager, because you people are the leaders of tomorrow. We are what we are today because our mother, our father, our parents, our guidance ironed us straight by whichever means. But in this era of technology, digital messages, as you listen, you will keep learning and you keep putting into practice, and God will help you and save you in the name of Jesus. So I got a video of a lady crying that she escaped the den of kidnapper, human slaughter, and all the rest of them, and that she entered into a tinted car. And then before she knew it, they landed her somewhere. Let me tell you one tip that can help you avoid all these incidents. Yes, what will happen, but just do your best. Just do your best. Praying is good though, but don't just pray and still close your eyes. You can't pray and close your eyes and be walking on the road. You will be smashed by any oncoming vehicle. So pray and watch and be wise. So number one tip is, when you are being when you meet a tinted car, maybe by lift, let me start with a lift, or by transporters. Now for a lift, some cars can just park. Oh, hello, papa, baby girl, where you are going to? Oh, I'm going somewhere here. See, I'm saying this to my youth and my teenagers, so both of them. Before you enter that car, as the person is winding down, whether you wind down completely or half, as I'm bending down, hello, hi. In that split of second, you're saying hello, hi. Just use your eye and assess whatever that is happening in that car. If that tinted car have people inside, if the tinted car is empty inside, then you will know whether you will enter or not. That's number one, first quick assessment with your senses, using your eyes. Secondly, when you do that quick assessment and you see that the place is empty, and maybe it's okay that maybe you want to take a leave because you have somewhere you're going to, you want to meet up with time, assess the person who stopped you and see whether you can enter or not. Normally, I don't advise people to enter lift, but some people, We call it, when the time of the period that was in Sapele, we call it FOC, free of charge. When we are going to school in the morning, you will see cars. They will just park. Okay, I'm going towards a Amokbe. They will just carry the person. Those going to Ogara, they will just drop us at Sapele roundabout, and we continue our journey. So those ones, although there were few people that were not good, the majority of those that were going to Sapele, going to Ogara, was picking us when we are students. There are people that have good intention, there are people that have bad intention, but you as an individual, you need to use your number 6. Use your number 6. And if it is what you can enter, fine. But when you see people inside a tinted car, my sister, don't bother entering. Except you know them. But if it's people you don't know, strangers, or driver, you don't know them, please, I will advise, don't enter. But if you feel like entering, maybe you're rushing up to somewhere, please assess well and see what your mind is telling you. I'm speaking to my teenagers and to my youth. Now, number 2 is for the transporters. If you are stopping along the road, it has happened to me severally. As they stop, have a quick assessment of the people inside our bus. Have quick assessment. It has happened to me one of the times I was going back to Owerri from Olo. It was a shuttle bus. It was tinted. As I just stopped the bus, I wanted to enter. I just saw everybody inside the bus. They were guys and they were so haggard looking. What I asked, why is this place so dark? That was the only question I asked. And it was only one seat that was remaining. That just told me instant that it was just one chance. And if I had entered it, maybe they would have robbed me, pushed me out, or lock the door and carry me to where God knows. But God was faithful. I just used my natural number 6. In fact, one need to be smart. If you're in this life, you're not smart, you are finished. So please, to all my teenagers, to my youth, please be smart. Be smart. Don't be smart in drinking and smoking. Don't be smart in social life. Be smart all round. I just looked at them, and when I just asked, why is the place dark? And their faces were all haggard looking. The man zoomed off. He didn't even waste time. So, and I know they were also looking for a victim who could occupy that one seat. So be careful when you are seeing a car with one chance. Be careful when, especially buses, especially any form of bus. Be careful when you are sitting in a car where there is one chance. Now, if you are stopping a transport that is a tinted car, assess if it is what you can enter. Fine. If you are not comfortable, please move back, because if you are closer to that car and that car is racing out, they might just grab your purse as you're standing close to the door. The person sitting at the outer side can still grab your purse and still drag you to the quota, and you may injure yourself, or you may even hit your head on the ground. So please be careful. And if you're entering a bus, neither in a registered bus or in a park, and your heart did not carry you, please come down and move away. So another tip, number 3, if I'm not mistaken, is putting on your location in your phone. So all those youngsters, I see some of my girls in church. Anytime you see them, their phone location, they are on 247. And I'll be wondering, why are you always on your location? So somebody that said, Mom, in case if you enter one kind of places and nobody knows, they can actually locate you with your location. Some of us don't like putting our location. But I'm advising you today, I'm telling you today, put on your location. So every device that is built with a tracking system in it. And anytime you enter into a place, or you're a taxi, or you're going to visit a friend, make sure that you're making a call. Hello, hi, okay, please, I'm in so and so place, so in case if you're looking for me, I'm with somebody called Mr. and Mrs. D, or I'm with somebody called Mr. D or Mrs. D or Miss D or something. Let the person know where you are. I see some guys ask somebody, does anyone know that you are here? You say no, you are finished. Once you say no, you are finished. Because that no means you came on your own. But does anybody know you are here? Yes. Who did you tell? Your sister. Apart from your sister, who else did you tell? You say nobody. My dear, it is better you tell 2 or even more, 5 people. Because when someone who has a criminal mind wants to get a victim or operate in a negative way, and he knows that 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people knows, it will inhibit the person from carrying out his or her negative activity. But that will not be your portion in the name of Jesus. Now, for most of us that like moving with a small phone, please, small phone does not have location. It doesn't. So when you're moving with a small phone, where nobody can locate you with it. I don't know if he has a tracking device. I don't know, for those of us that have old phones or these small touchlight phones, play smart and don't always sit out in the night. Okay, so let us pick up another point, is be wise in everything you do with people. Trust nobody. I watched a TikTok video where a friend was poisoned to death by his best friend. Trust nobody. Na only you waka come this life oh. Na only you waka come. So I don't even know why most of us are so too attached to friends. Bestie, lover, friend turn to sister. Please be wise. Because when they are looking for victims, it is you, friend turn to sister, that they will come for. They don't go for father victims. It's you that is closer to them. Friend turn sister. And they say, yes, I know this one is close. At least I can use her. That is the easiest person I can use, because the person knows your strength and your weakness. So, dear teenager, dear youth, please be extremely careful. You are the only one who was born in this life. If I'm speaking in a teenage slang, I'll say, only you waka come. So only you go waka go. Use your senses. Let me read Matthew 10 verses 16. Matthew 10 verses 16, and it says, behold, I sent you forth as a sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Let me read it again. Behold, I send you forth as a sheep in the midst of wolves. So even God knows that as you are growing up as a teenager and as a youth, you have entered the world. The world is like a wolf. Yeah, the world is like a wolf. If you're a sheep under the care of God, He's sending you forth to the world. He knows that the things in the world are wolves. But He also advises you, say, be ye therefore wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. So that is what Matthew 10:16 is telling us. So I hope that you will learn from this lesson that even God knows that what is happening today is what have come to be. And lastly, my point to all the young girls, all the teenagers, all the youths, please, when you're stepping out of your house, go with an extra cash. What did I say? Go with an extra cash. You may have a date. Oh, someone wants to take you out, wants to take you for shopping, want to, take you for crunchies, whatever fast food it will be, and you're not with any cash. My sister, save yourself that embarrassment. Some people may think they have money in their account, but they don't have. They may use their ATM, slot it, and they say decline. Already you've bought pack of rice, chicken, turkey, moi, and drink. And at the end, the guy's ATM card is declined, and the guy does not have his own cash with him. So what do? You will not say, oh, sorry. You can imagine that embarrassing thing. Move with your spare cash. I do tell my teenagers this whenever we have girls forum, the time I run programs with them, move with your cash to save yourself that embarrassment. Then not only that, when you go visiting, for example, you're hanging out with some friends, it must not be guys. For example, girlfriends, classmates, you're going for an event or something, and maybe you went with a boss or as an escort, and something happens, the boss could not move or is dumped on the way. What do? The spare cash you have inside can save you a lot of stress, can save you from a lot of things, from being left on the road, with no solution on how to get yourself back to the house. So that is one of the importance of having an extra cash with you. You understand? If you understand what I mean, for those of us that have taught you really understand what I mean. Go with an extra cash. Don't always be dependent that the person taking you out will put your transport back. Don't ever depend that, okay, the bus you're going with today will still be good to take you, will still be good enough to take you back home. Always move with an extra cash. The reason for that extra cash is to save you from embarrassment. As a chick, some of us can do chick. If you see all these teenagers, they taught me a lot in a cheeky way, fashion way. When you move with your cash, you will save yourself from being embarrassed. So you say, oh, you form my hand. But if you have yours, there won't be any hand falling, if you understand what I mean. So, to all my teenagers, I just hope that this little video has really given you one or two knowledge, understanding, Don't be dependent on people. There's nothing wrong going for an outing and the guy decide to buy for himself and you buy for yourself. I see my teenagers enjoy themselves. They contribute money, take themselves out, have picnic. That's how they want to run their own show. That's how they want to run things. Things don't run them. They run things. Things don't run them. So why won't you allow yourself to run the thing and don't allow things to run you and mess you up? Most of us find ourselves in a situations that we cannot help, but the Bible has already told you, be as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove. Wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is the right application of knowledge. You have to go to God, who is the giver of all things, and ask him for wisdom as you live your teenage life and a youthful life. They said there are human harvesters, human slaughter. But if you play your card well, you really do not have business with such people. If you're in your house 6:37, you don't have any business being out late for like 9:30, 10, 11, 12, midnight. I don't think you have any issues with this. If you are applying your normal senses on daily basis when you're entering transportation and your daily living or your daily activities, I don't think you have any issues with all this. So, guys, to all the youth, to all the teenagers, you are someone's 9 months of labor, pregnancy. You are someone's sweat in the labor room trying to push you out. So be that queen or king in your family that they will be proud of. And I pray that you will not be used as a meat slaughter in the hands of the enemy. You will not be used as a meat slaughter in the pot of all those who sacrifice human life to the lower and little God. God will continue to protect you. God bless you. Shalom.